Announcer, Ukraine and the United States are discussing security guarantees that Washington could provide to Kyiv. At present, both sides are on the path toward a result. This was stated by the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, in an interview with NBC News. He says that he asked U.S. President Donald Trump for bilateral U.S.-Ukraine security guarantees.
Volodymyr Zelenskyy, we have a coalition of the determined and we will have security guarantees. But we need Europe together with the United States. Of course, we want bilateral guarantees and an understanding of what guarantees the United States can provide to Ukraine. We are discussing this, and we are on the path toward this outcome.
Announcer, no one can pressure the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, regarding territorial concessions to Russia. Instead, pressure should be put on Russia. This was emphasized by Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk. On social media, he wrote, "Concessions have never been the path to a just and lasting peace."
Correspondent, U.S. President Donald Trump denied that he allegedly suggested to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to give Donbas to Russia. In a conversation with a journalist aboard Air Force One, he stated that this never happened. The head of the White House believes that both sides should hold their positions along the current front lines and stop the fighting.
Donald Trump, they should stop right now at the front lines, go home, stop killing people, and that's it. As for Donbas, let it remain as it is now. Right now it is already divided, and I think Russia already controls 78% of the territory. The sides can agree on something later.
Correspondent, pressure on Russia must be increased in order to formulate a common position. Ukraine holds talks with European leaders every day. This was stated by President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. The head of state assured the Kremlin will not receive any gifts.
Volodymyr Zelenskyy, we will not give the aggressor anything. We will not forget anything. We can clearly see that this Russia is a long-term threat. Therefore, in Europe, we need long-term cooperation and real results both in the short term and with a more forward-looking approach so that people can live.
Correspondent. Earlier, the Washington Post reported that the Russian dictator Putin, in a phone conversation with U.S. President Donald Trump, allegedly demanded a complete withdrawal from the Donetsk region, calling it a condition for ending hostilities. Correspondent, and regarding the pressure on the aggressor, Austria is changing its position and will no longer block the new 19th package of European Union sanctions against Russia. This was reported by Reuters news agency. Thus, the main obstacle to adopting the package has been removed. It is expected that the EU foreign ministers will finally approve the sanctions on Monday at a meeting in Luxembourg. Among the new restrictions are sanctions against the Shadow Fleet, as well as an accelerated phase-out of Russian gas imports starting from 2027. The final decision may be approved on October 23rd at the EU summit.